What's it going to be? That's the question, Hazel. We heard Peter say he's going to play it the way he feels he has to beat
the first frame. No more cameras.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Breaking off in this opening frame, left-handed. It really is going to be fascinating to see how this one pans out. It's the tie that everyone's been talking about, John. Looking forward to this.
Yes, absolutely, and I think that's one of the beauties of snooker. When you get a contrast in styles, I think they make for the more interesting matches. And Peter Ebdon comes here on a high, and of course Ronnie, we know if he plays at his best, then he's a tough opponent for anybody.
He's got much more hair this time when he's playing Peter. The last time they met here, Ronnie had shaved his head, if you remember.
Well, terrific opening red, and he's just about on the black.
Good way to open your account at the Crucible, no matter how many times you've been here. Always nice to knock a long one in. He's a fierce competitor, Peter Ebdon, and that was quite a win in China. 10-9 against Stephen Maguire. I think there's just enough room for the red to the right of the pink.
8.
To pass into the corner.
Yes, I don't think this was the red, though. He was hoping to be on. He was hoping to be on the one closest to the corner. Just didn't judge the cannon right. So it's a little bit tricky, this one. And he's just got to do a little bit with the cue ball. Always makes the pot that bit more difficult.
Nine.
A little bit unfortunate. Played it well. Played it with a little trace aside there to try and hold position.
Blue ball.
Just tucking up behind the blue. Had a shot at the yellow there, but he didn't even entertain thinking about that. Purposely blocked the escape route into the left side of the reds. You'd have to go twice across the table to do that, and that's what he's attempting.
Foul and a miss.
Bad misjudgment there from Ronnie. It was a clever little shot in behind the blue from Peter Ebdon, and straight away he's got a chance with the black in the open after he pots this red.
Although these matches of best of 19, we've seen so many times what a good thing it is to get an early lead. And these first few frames are very, very important. Just a matter of settling yourself down.
One.
Black at the moment, only available into the left corner. He'd love to get on that red just above the black, but I think first of all he'll concentrate on this red to the right corner. Well, he felt he'd take a chance, play on the red that's just above the black. If he's not on it right, he could play the one to the right corner, but seems to be on it perfectly.
Nine.
Not a good bunch to go into from the black, but he's going to have to do that
16.
on this occasion. There's only one more possible red available after this one. And that's why he's headed up for the blue.
17.
Much easier to get into the bunch and easier to split them up. He's gone a little bit too far though. It's a thinner contact now required, and it's a much more difficult shot to get from the yellow into the bunch. But I don't blame him for playing up for the blue because of the way the pack was situated. Off the black it was tough, off the blue it was going to be easy to split them. Always takes a while to get used to the pace of the table, opening frame, and they're playing quite quick, the cloths. So now he really needs a good pot and a good angle on the blue to then bring the reds into play.
19.
Well, he decided that a pink was available, and it's not a bad angle, although he's having to use the rest. But he's got to get a little bit of power on this and top spin to run through the reds and develop some. Now, is he on one? He might just be able to get through a gap for this one.
26.
And there you see it.
$27.
Didn't quite get the little touch aside that he wanted there.
34.
Now when potting this, he's got to negotiate a cannon and leave himself on a colour. If he was to pot the red in the right corner and play a cannon on that one just to the left of the pink, it would be a very delicate shot. I don't know if he's got the angle to do that or not. Might have. And that's what he was concentrating on. Took his eye off the pot. It's amazing the number of times that happens, John.
It is, isn't it? He's that concerned about getting the kiss on the second red for position on the pink. Forgot about the red in front of him. Careless. Could be costly. Now we'll get an opportunity to see how Ronnie's queuing.
1.
Can't really go into them here because of the way the pink's situated. But this clears the path for another red
6.
to the opposite corner.
Yeah, just a little shake of the head there from Ronnie. He's just run a fraction too far, so he's going to be running into a second red. Just got to judge how the cue ball reacts off the second red.
7.
Not bad, but not inch perfect. Well, that's the advantage of having such a silky smooth cue action as Ronnie O'Sullivan has.
13.
That was a tough shot for most people. Made it look simple.
14.
And there's one little cannon here. If he could play this, he'll open all those 4 reds up. And he's got that cannon. Could have worked out even a little better than that. He played it well enough. I'll just show you it one more time here. That's the red he played to cannon. Just sort of stuck on the other red. Well, do you know, I noticed as he was cueing there, he hadn't sort of made his mind up. You know, he'd have been better getting up and getting back down again there, John. It just looked as if he'd made his mind up while he was, or changed his mind while he was cueing.
Yes, it's careless to catch the brown like that. Unlucky to going off, you could say, but he should not have been kissing the brown as he did. And as you say, you're better off in those situations. Stand up and give yourself an overview of the shot. So that mistake from Peter Ebdon has not been as costly as I thought it might have been. Well, he did play the pot, and as it turns out, he's finished up absolutely perfect. Snookered on all reds. Well played.
Well, it's easy for Peter Ebdon to play a safety shot, but I don't think it's easy to get over behind the green. He'd need to get to the left of the brown as we look at it to leave a possible snooker, but I don't think he's got the angle to do that. He can get the white up near the brown, but to the right of the brown, which wouldn't cause too many problems for Ronnie. That was about the best he could do. So now Ronnie's, well, he needs to return the safety shot, and he's got to be careful he doesn't knock a red over the corner pocket. It's only the yellow and green to try and get behind. That's a little bit strong. And I think Peter can get through to the potting angle of this one. A little bit of screw will take him past the black, or follow through will also take him past the black.
One.
A little bit further up the table, he would have been perfect on the green to try and pot it and develop the 2 reds. As he looks at the scoreboard, what is he, 33 in front, green 36. So if he did get the red behind the black and the black, Ronnie would need a snooker. He's overscrewed this.
I can only assume there, Dennis, he tried the cannon on the 2 reds just below the pink, rather than play for that 1 red you were thinking.